turn a lot to a little. We do. Real life entrepreneur, cut out the man in the middle. Some days it's slow, some days it go, but every day we tryna get to it. Run it up, stay down and hustle like shit too. Tryna tell you this real life. It ain't for the weak, it ain't for the sheep. I'm talking about real life. It is. Tuned in to RLE TV, tryna tell you this real life. It ain't for the weak, it ain't for the sheep. I'm talking about real life. It is.
Let's go.
What up, it's your girl DollyBill, the biggest dripper from Agtown, Big Bag Town. And y'all gotta tap in, I'm here with real life entrepreneurs.
Hey, say you rocking with the real life entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Steel.
Hey, it's the biggest voice on the low, it's the Cho.
And it's Tiffany Dime, you already know.
Hey.
Say, man, hey, what's up with it, family, people, and friends? We got a special hot, I'm talking about talented.
Real talented.
Man, she do all type of things. I don't even know
Real
what to call her.
talented.
Just an artist, a rare talent. We have Miss DollyBill in the building.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, what up? Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate y'all.
Man, for real.
We're trying to get you for a while now. We know you busy, so we ain't tripping.
Never too busy for y'all, though.
Nah, for sure, man. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you pushing up.
Tell these people who you are, where you from,
No, for sure.
and what you do.
I'm DollyBill, the biggest dripper.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
I'm from Arlington, Texas, born and raised. And really, ethnically, I'm from Pakistan, but yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Tell them the mask ain't got nothing to do with your
Oh yeah, the mask ain't got nothing to do with the religion. It's more so like an artist thing. I get a lot of questions about that for sure. So
Okay, cool.
clear the air.
Let everybody know.
Yeah, everybody. Y'all just
It's real life. That's real artistry. Cause a lot of artists, you don't see who they are. You don't even know who these people is.
Yeah, like
You
kind of
know.
reserved. I feel like a lot of artists kind of have like a personality that's low key. That's kind of how I was. Like I'm really kind of to myself. Don't I don't know. I wouldn't say antisocial, but I'm not like outgoing. You know. So like once my stuff started popping off, it kind of was like being thrown into a spotlight.
Okay.
And then I had to throw the mask on.
Yeah. So you just more comfortable like that.
Yeah, because like the first time I went to Jambalaya, I met Gunna and I didn't have no mask on, so I had to take them pics off my page. But after that, everything went up. So then after that, I had to make sure I keep it on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You done met a lot of people, but before we get into all that, tell them a little about your background and how you came up,
started.
and how what was you like in school?
Okay, so I've been drawing like all my life, but I didn't ever take it serious. You know, like coming from where I come from, it's big that like you have a professional degree, like you become a doctor, an engineer, especially like for females, like artistry is out the question.
Mm-hmm.
So I never took it serious until like my last year of college. And I was graduating and I got hired by Jambalaya, and that's when I started taking it serious. Other than that, I was like just kind of posting things that I like to make on Twitter. And it was like, doing like little numbers here and there, and that's kind of like what got me on the board.
Cool.
Yeah,
What college you go to?
I went to UTA.
UTA? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like Arlington through and through, you know.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's what
For real.
Eggtown,
Yeah, I
baby.
went right around the corner. I ain't go too far.
Yeah.
Do you wish you went somewhere now, or you happy with where you went? Or?
Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with it now. I have originally I wanted to go to Baylor, but now I be looking at it, I be like, nah, I feel like maybe it was a little too white for me.
Yeah.
So I liked UTA. I like being like where I was. I felt like I met a lot of dope people. I feel like Arlington in general is just full of a lot of talent. So
No,
like,
for sure.
Yeah,
you
for
know
real.
who you gonna run into, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, it's super dope.
So, go ahead.
So what was the? I don't want to do this school shit. I'm gonna just draw.
Oh, so when I got hired basically Jambalaya hired me to make stuff for people on their lineup. And when I made the Gunna painting, I wanted to make sure that like he got it. So I kind of snuck back there and made sure he got it. And he gave me like a pep talk. And he kind of was like, you just went through all this bullshit to make sure I got this painting. So like clearly this is what you want to do. Mm-hmm. So like you graduating this week, and after that, you kind of need to figure out what you're gonna do. And so he kind of told me, like, follow your dreams, like, be respectful to everybody and just stay humble, and, like, this shit will take off for you. And from there, it was, like, a whole thing.
No, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's loud.
That was your push.
Yeah. He gave me a long talk. Like, he kind of, like, he sat me down and he basically told me, like,
Cause he figured
in this part too.
Did he figure out how you
Yeah.
was trying to figure out how you snuck back there?
No, I told him because like my sister, I was too scared to even go up to him. My sister, she went and she knocked on his trailer door, and she was like, "My sister got something for you."
Nah, for real.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, for real. Yeah.
So then, yeah, like, he let me in there or whatever, and he just kind of was like, you know, and then I told him, I was like, yeah, everybody was just walking through, so I pretended like, you know, I belong with them, and I just pretend like I scanned my wrist and walked in, and nobody asked me a question, so.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, I probably did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Now, you gotta have that type of drive, that type of, you know.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. So, how did you get into some, because you told us, we were vibing before we got on the show.
Yeah.
Dolph and Keegler, how did you get into that type of music, rap? Like, what, you know, how did that come about?
So I have older brother and older sister, and I feel like when we were younger, like R&B and hip hop was kind of a big thing. Like we used to watch like shows like MTV Cribs, Hit My Ride, you know, and they would show music videos on there like all day long. So I remember like seeing Sierra and Missy Elliott 1-2 Step and R. Kelly like Trapped in the Closet when I was like 5-6 years old. So after that, like my interest just kind of grew, and that's like what I've listened to my whole life. Like I don't listen to nothing else. I don't even listen to Pakistani music. Like I listen to.
So what do your people and your parents say about it? The older people, you know, for older, like
can you speak it? Can you speak
yeah,
it?
I can speak it fluently. Yeah, I'm pretty good at like speaking it, but at first my mom and dad, they really didn't like it. They really like struggled with it.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah, especially because like
Damn American.
But all y'all listen to it, right?
Me, my older brother, and then like my sister a little bit, and my little brother, but like not in the house because like my mom and dad, like we're pretty religious. So like how Christian people have the Bible, we have the Quran. So like all my siblings, even though it's in Arabic and we don't speak Arabic, like we all got it memorized. It's like pretty long. So my mom and dad, like they always kind of emphasized our religion, you know.
That's what's up. That's what's up. But that comes with a lot of structure and a lot of discipline that. It might put you above other people because, you know, some people don't have that structure. They they got your talent and don't even know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You obviously, do y'all see this stuff? I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all see that picture over there?
Nah, they
can't see that picture right there. This lady is talented. And I don't know I don't know if Louis gonna come sign her or Gucci or somebody finna come get the, somebody, it's signed by Key Glock, y'all.
Y'all see that? You know?
Blizzard, look at this.
There we go.
Blizzard, y'all see
it.
This
was signed too, but
this was signed too.
The glare on it.
Lil Durk.
It's like right there where the glare is.
Keep going.
Yeah, how did you do this one? Tell us about.
So I actually made a painting for Key Glock and Young Dolph way before they came to Dallas, and I waited like a few years because they were the day that I had it made and ready, like they were here, but like some stuff happened and I wasn't able to see them. And then I have like a homie that's a show promoter, and he told me like, hey, Key Glock finna be here, so you should pull up. So then like I bought a ticket and he helped me meet Key Glock.
Shout out to the homie, shout out to the promoter.
Yeah, shout out to him, and he told me that like, hey, I seen your picture on Twitter because it had went viral on Twitter when I first painted it. No, you went viral a few times. Yeah. He was like, yeah, I seen that before, so he signed it. And he was happy to like see that. Yeah,
that's dope.
So how you get there?
Did you give him? Have you gave any of the artists a painting?
Future. I gave Future a painting.
What? Future?
Yeah. Wait.
She made everybody.
It's like you get excited every time she said that.
Who else? I'm trying to figure out. Like,
man, I went through some shit when I met Future too. Like, his security be mad tight. Like, it was really hard to get to him. But after I got to him, like, that's where I ended up meeting my homie that's the show promoter. And he told me, like, I seen a few times, like, you jumped through some hoops. So, you know what, let me make it a little easier for you. And he was like, if you're going to come through like this whenever I have a show, like, it'd be nice for you to pull up and, like, give the artist something. Or, like, they see something, like, it makes their relationship with Dallas a whole lot better, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So he started having me pull up and do that. And that's how I ended up meeting a lot of these people.
That's
good. So do you do like a story time of like when you be telling people, man, you can really blow up our story time to let alone.
We got a story time right now.
Yeah,
so
how
many artists have you actually met and like is Future the only one that you done gave a picture to, or you done gave it to more?
Oh, well, I love Future. I'm a huge Future fan. Like I feel like Future, Lil Durk, and Lil Baby, like they're my top 3.
You know something.
Yeah.
You know something.
And
That's
Gunna,
good,
like
baby.
I love Gunna too. You know,
sure.
like now everybody be like upset, but whatever.
You still fucking with him, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love me some Gunna.
He came through for me too, and it's not like after I met him one time, he just was like, oh, you know, one and done or whatever. He kept up with me after that, and like
That's what's up.
Yeah, he was real. Like Young Thug came to town, and he helped me out with that. Like I didn't get to meet Young Thug, but I gave him a pair of shoes. He posted them to his Instagram. Like that was cool for me.
Nah, that's dope.
That's cool.
You ain't made no
that's
peace for Gunna? You gonna
Yeah, I
drip
made
down?
a big piece for Gunna, and he be posting pictures with it on his Instagram
That's
too.
hard.
It's
That's
huge.
what's up.
Yeah, and that one I got lucky. Jambalaya hired me to do that one, so I just ended up meeting him, and he real because when I met him, like technically Jambalaya had like they had already covered what was gonna happen for that painting, but when I met him, he just put out a band and gave it to me on the spot. And
That's
he was
what's
like,
up.
He told me he was like, "This is what you're worth." Like, so you know, go like moving forward, like this not no games. Like you need to move like you serious, and
Nah,
so
for
that's
sure.
why I say like I could pinpoint that moment. Like it changed shit for me because to hear something like that from somebody you look up to is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
Man, for real.
That's what's
Nah, yeah, that's live.
That's what's up.
Man.
So you do the shoes, you do the jacket.
I wish I wish you'd have brought some shoes. Would you paint the do the faces and like that on the shoes
This
too?
lady
Yeah,
ripped the
yeah.
shoe apart. She unstitched
Yeah.
everything. I'm talking about.
redo the shoe, like
I'm like, man, she plucking and
oh my God.
you hard, man. How did that come back? How did you get into all that?
So I got into shoes because my older brother was a really big sneakerhead. So like he 4 years older than me. So like when I got to high school, a lot of people already knew who I was just because he was a big sneakerhead. And so seeing like the stuff that he would rock, like that's where I'd be wearing like a lot of Babe, a lot of streetwear. It all comes from like him. And so
Shout out, big bro. Big bro, what's
yeah,
up,
shout out
baby?
Big Bro. So
sure.
I forgot what we was.
Nah, shit, the
no.
design,
Yeah, no,
the shoes,
the
and how
Yeah, the shoes.
Oh yeah, so that just made me like real interested in shoes. So I actually bought my first pair of Air Force Ones after I started painting shoes and Air Force Ones and stuff. And yeah, from there, like I had one person hit me up and asked me to do a pair of Air Force Ones. I still remember the first pair of Air Force Ones I did. It had like a little snake going around the Nike sign, like some Gucci snakes. And ever since then, like everybody been like, "Hey, I need some shoes." It just started like taking off because I wasn't really taking it serious. I was just posting stuff to Twitter and Instagram, and people would hit me up like, "Hey, I want to buy that." I didn't even think that it would be people that would be like, you know, I want them.
Girl,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Lord, you
Man, look
going,
at you.
what's the going rate for that? Like, what, just something?
Now, like my shoes, they're between like $350 and $500, depending on like what people want painted on there.
That's why her last name Bill, y'all.
Right, right. I'm not
I
playing.
mean, like I don't get out of body about nothing, but when it comes to my money, you might
Yeah.
tussle a little bit.
Not for
For
sure.
real, that's live.
So you got your like you standing on your prices.
Yeah.
That's
Not for sure. Man,
Cause
shit.
they want them, they go shit.
Yeah, they gonna get them.
They gonna pay that. And people already
So what
expect-
you charging for the paintings?
The paintings, it goes by size, but like my lowest one start at $500 and my biggest one go up to $1,500.
Okay, so these sizes right here, yeah, you know this.
Yeah, this one.
What is that? How much is that? 500?
500.
Well,
Especially because like so this one that I did, it looked like a cartoon. So like the paint I used on that one was different, but this one like it looked realistic because the paint I used is different. Like this one take way more time. So like that one 500, this one start at 1,000.
oh yeah.
Cause what? Tell them about the stuff that's on it. The material
Can
you
they
put
see?
on.
Oh yeah, they can see it. Yeah.
You can see the gloss
Yeah,
on
you
it.
can see it
It's a
in the-
canvas paper. It's a canvas. Y'all can see that.
You put something else on
it's
top of it. What is
canvas.
that?
What
That's
is
making
that?
And then she got a
it's
shiny
resin,
coast on
so It
there.
like protects the painting, so
It's
it keeps
who?
the resin.
resin. Okay.
Yeah, so it keeps the painting from like over time, like the color will fade
Yeah.
or like it'll get dusty, or just like air can pollute the
Yeah.
the
for
painting.
sure.
Like
So,
molded and
The
stuff.
canvas, it can
especially with oil.
this canvas like as it get old. If you ever seen one to go, if it gets dusty, it's like it starts
Yeah.
turning colors
Yeah,
and stuff.
start
So
dusting, it's gonna get even worse.
it get
But
out
you really about your money because you talking about doing flows and tape. Well, not the flows, but you say you do this tape
table,
right here.
Yeah,
You really know how to do this table?
yeah.
She said she gonna do it.
I know, but I'm just saying for the people that know that this girl
We gonna
ain't
have a new
even.
table, y'all.
We gonna have us a new table, and it's gonna be DollyBill that did it, and yeah, that's how live we are.
Okay, let's get on to this.
Okay, yeah, that's dope.
Let's get on this. So, tell them what this is.
So this
Or
was
what it was.
This was a Burberry scarf, but I turned it into a puffer jacket.
That's dope.
Thank you. Yeah, this was my first time trying it, so I was scared. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I told everybody on Instagram, send a prayer up for me. and I think somebody did because it came out dope.
Nah, for sure.
It came out.
It's nice and soft.
Yeah, it's that what I said. It feel like a pillow or a blanket or something.
Oh, and then the inside, like
And it's reversible.
Man, it's mighty hard, man.
And it's reversible.
So tell us what made you just be like, I want to do this.
So I've been sewing for a little minute now, like, but I just do, you know, like them blankets with people's face on them, and people come up and make stuff. So I have been doing that, but I just felt like, you know, that's cool for other people. Like, I feel like my brand right now, especially with customs, I cater to other people's needs a lot, you know. So I want to do something that I'm like, this dope. I'm proud of the fact that like I did this, and so this was my way of like giving myself some satisfaction.
Yeah, you did your thing.
Cause that was my first time seeing you when you did the sweater with Dolph and all the different look. I was like, man, look at this right here.
Yeah, I had to
it was the shoes for me.
Yeah, no, she hard.
When I was in college, I used to listen to Young Dolph so much. Everybody used to call me Dolph, and like when they would see me walking up to the table or something, everybody would be like, "It's Dolph." Like,
nah, they hard. That's what's up. Yeah.
And everything is basically self-taught. Like, I mean, you had the fundamentals, but everything is self-taught. I'm going.
Your parents didn't do no sewing? Like, didn't nobody...
My mom, like, she knew how to sew and stuff, but like she didn't sit there and cut out the pieces and like do it from scratch, basically. Like
she sewed up some pants and sewed some.
Yeah.
You got a hole in something. She.
I want to know, what do your parents do? I'm really interested. What
my
what
dad, he's an accountant and he does real estate, and then my mom, she's a stay-at-home wife.
Live.
Daddy bringing in that bag. Daddy bringing in that bag.
So that's like culturally, like
that's for sure.
That's why I be telling people like, don't argue too much, because I'm cool with that. Like, if I don't gotta go to work, I don't gotta go to work.
Yeah.
But you like what you do, so you
and I can work from home. So for me, like, if I get to stay at home, that's cool.
But see, and I was saying with y'all culture, do the women get? That's what they, like you say, that's what they do. They stay at home wives. So how many of the women like they actually have businesses or doing something like?
Yeah, I feel like now it's becoming a thing where women are like, okay, we want to like do something for ourselves. Especially like when I feel like if you sit at home and you got a man and you're not doing nothing, then sometimes like you get resentment. Like, I could have did this or I could have did that. So I feel like now it's becoming a thing. But like before, it really wasn't like something that was in the question. But now it's like a lot of women becoming doctors, opening businesses, like.
Not trying to get too sensitive shit, but y'all, it's getting deep over there with y'all.
Yeah.
Where your people from? Like, it's getting.
You go up there and visit?
Yeah, I think the last time I went was in like 2016 though.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Especially because like COVID.
So you still got people over there and stuff?
Yeah, we got a lot of family over there, but luckily, like right before COVID started, like my mom, she had applied for all her siblings to get like visas and stuff to come to America. So they all came right before COVID. Like, they got lucky because they shut it off after that.
I know it. Yeah.
So they can't come. They can't come at all.
Like people that applied for their visa and stuff like in the 2000s still haven't like gotten their stuff yet.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be mad slow, and like sometimes you go over there and they just like give you the runaround. Like, it's bad over there.
I know you happy in here.
Yeah.
Don't want to take no trip. You get hard to get.
Like, we could go there and like it'd be cool for like a little bit of time, but after some time I'd be like, bro, I'm ready to go back. Like, they got power cuts over there, so like they don't have enough electricity to supply the whole country at the same time. So it'll be like one city got electricity for 1 hour while the other city don't got it, and then they gonna switch it back and forth.
Damn, what?
It'd be too hot.
I went to DR. It was like,
and it's hot. And it's hot.
It's hotter than it is over here. Like, way hotter. Like, it'd be 120, 125. Like,
in desert heat.
They do the same thing with the water too, right?
Yeah.
I was in DR for like a week. They did this. I was so confused. I was like, hold on, what you mean?
It'd be like if you're super rich, like it's corrupt and stuff. So then people like they live in mad nice, but it's like if you're not like big baller, like.
So what about the super rich people? They lights don't get cut off, do they?
Nah, they like got generators. They be pouring gas in there.
It's like when I went to the DR. When I'm telling people that, they be like, "No, when I went to DR, you went to the resort, duh."
Yeah.
You went to they not gonna get yours cut.
Yeah, like they just now opening a resort for American people in Pakistan. So now when they go, they don't gotta experience that. But it's like the rest of the country, just like.
Man, that's deep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like we like blessed over here.
We
like
blessed
to have
over here.
lights. As long as you pay your light bill, you gonna have lights.
That's why we be saying, man, even the poor, man, y'all, our poor ain't like they poor.
Yeah, they
and our poor ain't like they poor in them third world. All that, man.
I did not know.
I did not know that. Like,
yeah, I didn't know that they did that.
I just found that, like, when she saying it, I'm like, dang, for real, that's not just. I was in DO, I was confused. I'm like y'all okay with this? Like, oh yeah, they was used to it.
Yeah, like they like make their whole schedule revolve around when the light gonna be off, when it's gonna be off, because. Imagine, like, you can't even make breakfast. You can't use no toaster, no microwave if the electricity not on. So you got to make sure you wake up on time. Like,
you got to be on the schedule.
That's their life, like, that's their lifestyle out there. That is crazy. I couldn't.
So that makes you be on a routine, a set. Whoop. You got to be like clockwork.
I be feeling like that's why I got to go so hard with what I do, because my mom and dad, like, they uprooted their whole life over there, came over here and told me, like, get an education, get a job. And I chose this over that, so I gotta like.
Right, you gotta come out.
Yeah.
So like, you gotta go hard with it.
You better not fuck with this.
So how they feel about it now?
They cool with it now, cause
they see the money coming in. They like, whoa.
Yeah. Cause my dad, he's an accountant, so he gonna be a numbers guy, like off rip. So in the beginning, he was like, you posting this stuff to Instagram and Twitter, but you're really not making no money. Like, you wasting your time. Like, he would tell me stuff like that. And then, like, I went viral one time, and after that, it was up. And I told him, like, okay,
do they pay attention to that?
Yeah.
They do?
Yeah, and I be giving them, like, little updates here and there, like, now we cool. So, like.
Let me tell you what I accomplished this week.
For sure.
Like, people at his job be telling me, like, oh, yeah, your dad was in here showing us videos. Like, we heard you met Future. Even, like, when I met Future, I have a cousin in Pakistan, and, like, she been knowing a little bit about American culture. So she told her mom and dad, like, look what she did. And they called my mom and dad, like, it's a big deal. And my mom and dad didn't even know that I had did that. Yeah. So then after that, they were like, oh, damn, somebody calling us from over there, like, you doing something right.
Yeah.
Nah, that's like, that make you feel good.
Yeah, somebody
told y'all.
Somebody see you doing something.
Y'all give me a little bit.
Nah, for sure. That's what's up.
That's hard.
That is crazy.
And then you got the like you say, you got the over there in a whole nother country. They paying attention to you.
Yeah.
So you got two. You making us proud over here. Them over there, and who else? Who knows where else?
Man, you doing it for the hip hop culture, man. This lady looking out for our culture, man. Like, oh, that's dope. That's dope.
No, that's her culture too, though.
No, I'm saying hip hop. I'm saying
it's her. She said,
we all in one. Did you represent us though? We hip hop. We all hip hop. Shit, that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's crazy because, like, people be telling me, like, oh, we wouldn't expect you to, like, talk like that or dress like that, but it's like, I grew up here, so for me, like, that's normal too,
No, for sure.
You from Eggtown, shit.
Yeah,
she know what it is.
Eggtown.
She know what it is.
Yeah, born and raised.
For real, so shit.
DollyBills, here you talking about?
Yeah, like, I feel like I be going here and there and stuff, but I always be coming right back here. And I feel like people be shitting on Arlington a lot. Like, I seen a tweet the other day and it said something about, like, I can't take you serious as a grown up if you live in Arlington. Like, what does that mean? Oh my God. Like, Arlington is nice. I don't know.
It is. That's crazy. When people move to Dallas, that's the first place they go move to. Like, everybody moved to Arlington first. That's why it's so always traffic. It's so popular.
Yeah, but I love it. Like, everything 2 minutes away from my house. Like,
oh yeah, because I got their own little city.
Yeah,
everything's
like, every time I need forces, I know everybody at the mall. Like, I already know they're gonna tell me, let me know when stuff is there. So for me, like,
you real plugged in, so you don't even have to probably move out to. Hey, you get a phone call. Hey, Dolly, we got these, and we got you first pick.
Yeah.
We got the truck just brought a whole bunch of forces in here. How many you need? 10. I'm gonna put you to the side. 10 of them.
They straight telling people, 10. No, we don't got no more.
Yeah, for real.
we sold
Is Big Bro plugged in since he a shoehead? Do you do custom shit for him still, or how that? Cause I'll be on your bump looking.
Yes, I'll be like,
I got a fit and I need woo on the shoes. So.
You got 2 days.
Yeah, he be letting me know, like, hey, I need this, or he be giving me ideas a lot too. And
for sure.
When I first started, he bought me some forces and was like, just do whatever with these, like, just practice on them, do whatever. So
that's what's up.
Yeah, I feel like my whole family, like, was pretty supportive overall, which I got really lucky. I feel like a lot of other Muslim girls probably don't get that.
Yeah,
so I got lucky.
How long it be taking you to do the shoes? I know it depends on what all you putting on there, but
yeah, cause like some simple ones I could do in like 4 or 5 hours, but then like some I be really going in with the details, like the ones I be cutting up and doing different stuff. Them take me anywhere between like 10 to 40 hours.
Oh shoot! But you can still get them in like a day or so.
So do you how do your routine go? You take a certain day out of your week and be like, all right, I'm just gonna lock myself in. We gonna do this, or
Yeah, kind of
okay.
like section off my week. So I actually have a planner. Like I feel like
For
I
sure.
gotta be organized, like
Bet.
on my schedule.
Bet.
Cause it'd be like a lot of different stuff too. Like I live in Arlington, my whole family live there, so it'd be stuff going on with them. So I feel like to keep track, keep myself on pace. And I normally give people a due date, but I really do that for myself, so I know like when I'm be done. Cause people will tell me like, "Nah, we not tripping." But you know, I'm trying to get this out and get the next thing in the door.
Nah, for sure. You trying to get out your way.
So how it work with you doing, like, you only do customs? Like custom orders, or do you do like, I'm just gonna do these and somebody gonna buy them?
Oh yeah, I do that too. So like that's what I did with this. I just kind of like randomly made it. A lot of my stuff is more like custom based now though, cause it'd be like so many custom orders, and I'm bad at telling people no. Like I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna do it, especially if the bread is right.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, okay, that's guaranteed bread. Like this, I might have to wait on a little bit, you know. But that, like, people be ready to send the payment when they know what they want.
No, for sure.
And that's one of them things, like, don't talk to me until you pay me ready.
Do they
No,
have to?
for
Do you
real.
already have like say? Do you already be having the shoes? Like, they have to send you the shoes?
Nah, I already have the shoes.
Yeah.
I provide them.
Yeah, you provide. Yeah.
Oh, that's part of the.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
I told you what's that when she be say, Dolly, we got the order just came in. How many you need?
That's
Shit.
size.
That's real life how it go, because Nike blocked me. Like, I'm still salty about that. Like, I used to buy so many Air Force Ones off the app that I'm maxed out. Like, I'm not allowed to buy Air Force Ones off the app no more. I have to find them in store. If I don't find them in store, I don't got nothing. So I've been going to these stores so much, like, looking for Air Force Ones that people, like, I will walk in there and people be like, what size you need today? Like, they already know what I'm there for.
Yeah.
Especially
That's
because,
crazy.
yeah, people used to ask me, like, why you need, like, a 12 men's. Like, who you getting this for? Your boyfriend? I'm like, no, it's a customer. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck that metaphor.
Follow me on, you should say, follow me on Instagram real quick.
Nah,
yeah,
for
I
real.
be in there passing out business cards. They be, like, putting them up on there and stuff. And so.
So what do you can't use nobody else's account, or you just ain't finna go through all that? You might as well just.
So I had tried to do it on my little brother's account, but I think that they ended up flagging, like, my address. My shipping address.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so then I started doing little stuff here and there, and it was working for a while. Then I feel like they, like, recognized that it's my card, so then they blocked, like, that account. Then I felt like
Damn.
I'm out here getting everybody's account fried, so I
Yeah.
just, like, stopped.
No.
Dang.
Nike,
They not
Nike,
man, you need some friends.
Nike,
to be like, I'm using my
y'all
card
need to come
everywhere.
give her a
You
deal.
got
a
to
deal, man.
Nike need to
So
come
what
give
they
her a
came
deal.
with? Would you take a deal from Nike, or would you?
I feel like they'll probably never.
Nah, I don't think the Nike is. You see how
But
they
she's
doing
coming with
Omni and shit.
designs. Though.
You know,
Why
like,
not?
I've seen them, like, it's other customers.
It's
I follow.
trademarking.
Yeah.
You see how they doing? You see how they doing Omni and shit? Like that's trademark. They don't want. They
don't want
could.
nobody
That's
else
they
little
could have came
name.
up with that idea.
They
Yeah.
even suing Bape. And
Yeah, they
Bape
are.
a big name.
Yeah,
like,
they
you
suing
know?
bait. You know what I'm saying? So
They
like-
not trying to
They
sign, babe. Though they ain't even trying to collab with these.
they
folks.
not trying to
That's
even
what I'm
collab
saying.
with these people.
But you know what? I feel like they probably got like a department that sits on Instagram and looks at who customs what, because I deadass follow this guy. Like, he be doing some customs, like he be taking like pieces of plastic and like screwing it onto the shoe. And Nike dropped some shit like that not too long ago. But it's like he done been went viral for those. So it's like I feel like, you know, they be watching.
They be,
the show.
they be
taking
trying
them
to,
style.
they be trying to come up with the different. They be in their mind trying to come up with different
But that's
ideas.
what I'm
to
saying.
check
Why
the-
they can't just come get people like
Because
her?
they gonna lose
Like,
money.
you don't have to.
Yeah.
They gotta
How
pay.
they gonna lose money?
because-
They working with the
They
money.
working with
Because
her,
they
but
gotta pay her.
Yeah, they gotta pay her.
Yeah.
That's what they don't want to do.
They gotta
Y'all
pay
just
her.
made whoever else design it.
Just like she
But
takes
shit,
the
it's
shoe
one
apart and
person
put it where she
designing it,
wants
so
to.
they gonna have to go get
a lot of hers.
thousands of her.
I don't know. I think
And then it's not
Nike
gonna
did
be-
come
and then it's
on
not gonna be the
with
same
deal.
every
Or
time.
they
It's
gonna
not
try to
her
do,
every
or they
time.
gonna try to machine do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on the machine. Oh, we shit. Use your brain. They gonna pick her, use her brain, and make a machine out of it.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they gonna do. And then
You know
it's
what
not
I'm
gonna
saying?
be, if they do
They
her,
sure
it's
make
gonna be,
machines and shit.
yeah, they
They don't want
I think
they
they-
ain't trying to get one person. They see one person blowing up and getting rich off their product. They like, hold on, what is he doing that we not doing?
and since she
Yeah.
doing customs, it's
You know
not
what I'm
like
saying?
they can sue her.
Like, so it's like
'Cause I'm having to pay
we
for
can't.
the
We're not gonna pay her.
content.
We're not gonna pay her. We're not gonna bring her in. You know, I don't
But
know why, because
feel
they
when
do
you say
Nike. They
be
do
watching
the
you.
Yeah.
Collabs.
basketball players.
Y'all did
That's
custom
what I'm
stuff.
saying.
When
Why
y'all
you
start
just
taking it
collab
out,
with her?
now Nike, you can go take the
Velcro
the Velcro stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
said,
she'll have to market. It's like I said,
know
it'd
what's
have to be
crazy?
millions of shoes.
Yeah. And
You know
you know
what
what's
I'm saying?
crazy? Like, literally, you saying that, like, I used to think it was so crazy. I kept telling myself, like, nah, I'm tripping. Because, like, how I was saying Gunna kept up with me. He got a pair of shoes made. And the first time I did that Velcro shit was on his shoes. And he posted it. And that was my first post that went viral. And, boom, they came out with some Velcro shoes.
It's crazy.
I'm telling you, they be watching
Yeah.
because they no, they not about to pay y'all.
They're not
for y'all
gonna.
ideas.
That's what. That's
You
what
gonna
it
know
is.
when
They're
they
not
come
gonna
with the
pay
fashion
you.
strings,
They're not
watch.
gonna pay you
Yeah.
for your ideas because, like I said, you gonna. they gotta make millions of these shoes.
Yeah.
And
then
it's
they
just
can't
one of
get
you.
It's one of her. Like, so say for instance, they gotta supply every store with these shoes. She can't make all them shoes by herself, and if you get two of her, it's not gonna be the exact same.
She
How
want
she
them.
make them is her.
Everybody want them Young Thugs or something with the faces and shit on them. You hear me?
How she
Type
gonna
shit.
make a billion of them?
Yeah.
They gonna be like, well we
Sell
can make
ideas.
machines, nigga. They
Sell
gonna.
the idea.
Oh, yeah, you
Just
can.
like you sell
You
your
can.
catalog, sell the idea.
But you know how Nike is, they multi-million. They gonna be like, it's gonna
Man,
make
y'all need to
fire.
come sign my homegirl, man. We gotta we need to figure something out.
Yeah,
Y'all need to
She
figure
around this bitch
something.
she can get y'all
Rolls
this.
Royce or something. Yeah. She still gonna be low key. She ain't gonna let y'all know who she is.
Man, tell her.
5% 10.
Man, tell them folks where they can find you at.
At DollyBills on Instagram.
Yeah, it's gonna be at the bottom, y'all.
Or I got a YouTube DollyBills. And I mainly just posted them to
What about Twitter?
Twitter. I'm low key on Twitter. Y'all might see me on there, but my @name on there is the Photo Plug. I used to be a photographer before I became a
You
blogger.
should do everything. God.
Man, she live,
Portfolio
man.
just long as hell.
She live, man.
Outrageous.
We sure appreciate you coming out, man, and fucking with us, man. You rocking with the real life entrepreneurs. It's your boy A1 Still.
Hey man, it's the show and we gotta go.
And it's Tiffany Dime, you already know.
Hey.
Trying to tell you this real life. It ain't for the weak, it ain't for the sheep. I'm talking about real life. It is. Tuned in to RLE TV. Trying to tell you this real life.